Do you ever feel like you're pushing people away when they get too close? Like you're protecting yourself from emotional vulnerability, even though deep down you want to connect. That can be avoidant attachment style, and today we're going to talk about how you can start healing from it. So, avoidant attachment is a pattern where someone avoids emotional intimacy, often because they learn to rely heavily on themselves. And when you're operating with this attachment style, you might keep your distance in relationships, and as a result, it can feel safer to be independent rather than rely on someone else. In other words, people with avoidant attachment style, they might find themselves pushing other people away, not intentionally, but sometimes those are people that they care about. And you might appear detached or uninterested, and it's really about self-protection. So, what does avoidant attachment actually look like? Let's talk about a few common behaviors. So, first, there's a tendency to kind of pull back when things get too emotionally intense. So, you might feel uncomfortable navigating deep conversations or expressing vulnerability. And if you've ever found yourself in a situation where you were kind of withdrawing from someone who wanted to connect with you, that's kind of a common scenario. And then there's the struggle to open up about your feelings. So it's not that you don't have them, but sharing them can feel risky. So you might avoid emotional topics or deflect when someone asks how you're actually doing. And over time, this can make it hard for other people to feel close to you. And another common behavior is to prioritize independence. So if you've ever felt like you're better handling things alone rather than leaning on someone else for support, that can also be avoidant attachment at work. So you've learned that relying on others isn't always safe, so you become used to doing things solo. But why does this even happen? So often avoidant attachment develops in childhood when emotional needs weren't met consistently. So maybe caregivers, they were distant or they were unavailable, and that taught you that depending on someone else could lead to disappointment. It's kind of like Diane Poole Heller says, it's like going to a restaurant where the food's not so great. And then you go back to the restaurant and the food's really still not so great. You go back again, bad food. After a while, you just start to cook at home. And as an adult, doing this with relational matter, you might unconsciously be keeping people arm's length to avoid that same kind of pain. Like in the restaurant analogy, you're avoiding the bad food. In relationships, you're avoiding that pain of disappointment. So let's talk about what you can do to heal avoidant attachment and build healthier relationships. So first, start with self-awareness. Healing begins by recognizing your patterns. Like so many things in life, recognition is that first step. So do you find yourself withdrawing during conflicts? Or maybe you avoid expressing how you feel in order to keep some control that helps you to feel safe. So the more that you can identify these different kind of patterns, the better equipped you'll be to start to shift them. Next, practice vulnerability in small steps. So this doesn't mean that you have to suddenly just share all of your feelings and be like a gushy waterfall, but start by being more open in everyday interactions. Maybe tell a close friend what's been on your mind, or let your partner know how you're feeling if you have a partner. So vulnerability, it's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. If you'd like to practice some gentle vulnerability right now, in this moment, you can drop a comment below and share your experience. So another relevant step is to challenge your beliefs about relationships. People with avoidant attachment, they often believe that they don't need other people or that relying on someone will lead to disappointment, like we talked about. So start to question those beliefs. Ask yourself, okay, is this really true, or is this like a protective mechanism that I've developed? Building trust is essential. One of the biggest challenges with avoidant attachment is letting someone else in. But trust isn't something that happens overnight. It's built through consistent and small steps. So just start gradually by allowing yourself to lean on other people, even in really minor ways, and recognize that not everyone will let you down. Sometimes doing it in a really minor way like that, if there is a disappointment, it's not so bad. So like starting small, that's a great first step. You might also benefit from taking classes or working with someone who's trained in attachment so that you can unpack your patterns and learn healthier ways to connect. Even if you just look up some tools to manage emotions and overcome fears of vulnerability, that can go a long way. So finally, let's talk about emotional regulation. Avoidant folks often feel shut down emotionally when they are overwhelmed. So learning techniques like mindfulness, breath work, journaling, these things can all help you stay present with your emotions so that you're not running away from them. And the goal is to create a space where you feel safe acknowledging and expressing your feelings. Even if maybe at first it feels a little unusual or awkward for you, that's okay. You're just taking those first steps. It's great. So healing from avoidant attachment takes time, but it's absolutely possible. Like a lot of change work, you can start by recognizing your patterns and then making a conscious effort to change them. And as you start to open up emotionally, you'll find that relationships can become less stressful and more fulfilling. So remember, it's okay to need people. Allow yourself to take these small steps towards vulnerability, and over time you'll build deeper and more secure connections. If you enjoyed this video, you can help me help other people by clicking that like and subscribe button. You might also be interested in checking out my range of courses and meditations at KayleeLarkin.com. This is Kaylee Larkin, wishing you a beautiful relational journey.